What's going on, my fellow miners? Welcome back to another video, and I left my chat there from my recent live stream. Let me get that off really quick. Alright, so today's video we are going to talk about the Bitcoin run that is going on right now, and more specifically what I'm going to be doing, not right away on this run, but a little bit after this run, as to certain coins that I'm going to be building bags of. This is not financial advice. This is just me talking, telling what I'm going to be doing. I did ask you guys a question on a community post. If you guys want to go ahead and leave a comment on that, or leave a comment on this video is just fine, so that way I can respond back to. But on my community post, I posted up, Bitcoin is pumping, and besides the obvious Ethereum pumping as well, what other altcoins are you holding that you would like to see pump soon? Because shortly after Bitcoin pumps, the altcoins pump. It doesn't happen right away, but it happens shortly after because people take their profits from Bitcoin and put it into altcoins. That's something that I'm going to be doing, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. And excuse me, my voice is a little bit hoarse. I've been singing all weekend with my band, so I'm just kind of done for the day, for the weekend. Not done for the day, but done for the weekend. And so, yeah, that's my question to you guys today. What coins are you holding that you are hoping to see get a run for the Bitcoin, or shortly after the Bitcoin pump? Basically, we're in the bull market. We've been in the bull market for a while, and it's not stopping anytime soon. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So we're going to switch over to the charts that, so we can take a look at the current pricing of Bitcoin, and we can talk about different coins and stuff like that. Before we do, make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new. There's a lot of you guys who are not yet subscribed. Hopefully I can see you hit that subscribe button. You're all scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a can't get no love from me. I'm all stuffed up today. Let's go ahead and switch it over and leave a comment down below. All right, so we went ahead and we switched it over to the other screen here. And as of right now, recording this video, Bitcoin is at 62,800. It's going back and forth between the 800. We're just going to round up because it's past that. Let's be honest. It's going to keep going. Anyways, as of this video, Bitcoin for the very first time had a weekly closing of over $60,000. I think it was $61,000 is where it closed at for the very first time. And that is awesome. And as you can see here, it's the charts are showing Bitcoin's just going, right? And we all know that it's going to be going. It's on its run, and we're going to hopefully start seeing all-time highs very soon. This is not a Bitcoin prediction video, nothing like that, but I mean, we all know it's going to. With that being said, on top of that, we also see Ethereum pumping as well. Again, my voice is very hoarse right now, but we see Ethereum pumping as well. Ethereum is getting ready to go back to its all-time highs of over $4,000. So I can't wait to see that. Now, with that being said, I will always be holding some Ethereum and some Bitcoin because it's nice to hold on to some pretty solid cryptocurrencies that are easily tradable. Okay, and I say easily tradable because when you get into some of the more obscure cryptocurrencies, it's a little bit more difficult to trade because they might not be on the popular exchanges, or they might not be on exchanges period yet. So that's just how it goes sometimes. So we're going to take a look at, I would say, like my top 5 cryptos that I would like to see pump shortly after Bitcoin, and basically what I'm going to be putting my Bitcoin profits into, so I can build up more bags for those coins. All right, so let me know down in the comment section what bags you're building for what cryptos or what altcoins. Let's go ahead and get over to the first one, Ergo. So Ergo is an interesting one, specifically because it's got a good backing from miners, and coins that have good backings from miners typically do relatively well. This one in particular, though, is because this coin is basically being looked at this one and Ravencoin, which we're going to talk about Ravencoin too. But this one is being looked at as basically the Ethereum replacement. It's easy on cards to mine. It's actually, I love the algorithm, the autoleakless algorithm for Ergo. To be honest with you, I love it because it's not stress inducing on my cards. I can run it. My cards stay cool. The fans don't need to be pumping. It keeps my electricity costs down. So there's a lot of things personally that I like about mining Ergo. But one of the things for the future of Ergo that I really like is the fact that miners are going to switch over to Ergo, which will then drive up the value of Ergo, because the more people are mining it, the more trading that happens with that specific coin, and the more tradings that happen with it, the more exchanges tend to adopt those coins, and we might get to see Ergo being listed on more coins or on more exchanges moving forward. All the charts that I'm looking at is crypto.com right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all these coins are tradable on crypto.com. Okay, so I just want to point that out. Like Urgo, you can't trade Urgo on Coinbase. I don't think you can trade it on crypto.com as far as I know, because I've tried to and I can't do it. But when Ethereum goes full proof of stake, then you're going to see a lot of miners switch over to Ergo, Ravencoin, Conflux, whatever. It's going to be kind of like wild west out there with all the crypto miners changing to different currencies, as we basically discover what our new point is that we're going to be mining moving forward, right? So like right now, Ethereum has been king for mining. It's been the most profitable for mining. And once that goes away, what's going to be the next one to take its place? My money is going to be on Ergo and Ravencoin, with Ergo leaning a little bit more because of the fact that Ergo doesn't raise up your electricity costs as much as Ravencoin does. So, like I said, Ergo has a lot of good things going for it. I do like how it mines. As far as the project itself goes, I'm kind of indifferent on it, but I like how it mines with the cards, which for me as a miner, and I got bills to pay, having a lower electricity cost is a win in my book. So going over to Ravencoin next. So I'm stopping this right here, like editing wise, because moving forward at this point, we're going to be talking about Ravencoin, and apparently crypto.com's website is bugging out for Ravencoin. I don't know why. It's really weird. And their website is saying Ravencoin is 6 cents. It's not. Ravencoin is sitting at 10 cents as of this video, and has been this whole video. But either way, what I'm still talking about when it comes to Ravencoin, it is still a good opportunity to buy in. Again, not financial advice. I just wanted to make this statement before we continued on with the video. So thank you. And these are in no particular order. I just have like these, just my top 5 that I'm looking at, that I'm holding, that I'm looking to hold more of. Ravencoin right now. This is a good time to buy Ravencoin. Not financial advice. I'm just saying, I'm looking at these charts. Right now, Ravencoin is dipping. That is not necessarily a bad thing, because it's a good entry point if you are buying into Ravencoin. If you're mining Ravencoin, it's a little bit different. Okay, because Ravencoin, the problem with Ravencoin for me, the reason why I don't particularly like mining Ravencoin, is that the Kapow algorithm is very power hungry. We know this as miners, but if you're watching this, you're not particularly a miner. And I mean graphics card miner. I don't mean like miner under the age of 18, but if you are, what are you doing watching this video? I mean, unless you want to get information on crypto stuff, but there's a ton of people you can watch too on top of it, besides me. But anyways, and thank you for watching. But anyways, Ravencoin, again, like I said, for me, I don't like mining it because it just raises up my electricity costs by a lot, and it's just not feasible for me when I can mine other things. Like if I mine through NiceHash, to use as an example, get paid in Bitcoin, it's more worth for me to get paid in the Bitcoin and then go buy Ravencoin, because I can buy more Ravencoin instead of mining Ravencoin. Okay, so right now Ravencoin's sitting at 6 cents. I'm actually gonna go buy some Ravencoin. I'm gonna send some Bitcoin out to Binance, and I'm gonna go ahead and swap it for some Ravencoin, because that is a very, very good entry point. On top of that, Ravencoin is getting ready to go for a halving. So those of you guys who are not miners, a halving means that once it reaches that point of whatever it's set at. So in Ravencoin, I wanted to pull this up for you guys. So in Ravencoin, once it hits block 2,100,000, it's going to experience a halving, meaning that the rewards per block are going to be cut in half. So the rewards are going to go from 5,000 Ravencoin per block to then 2,500, which then would, in theory, increase the value of Ravencoin, because as rewards go down, that typically means that difficulty goes up, and less and less Ravencoin is being mined at a time. So then there's less in circulation at that particular time, or moving forward from that point. And then you're going to start seeing more and more halvings continue until there can be no more halvings. So once the first halving happens in January 2022, the price of Ravencoin should go up. Again, in theory, the price of Ravencoin should go up. Until it actually happens, it's all theory, it's all speculation. But it looks good for the future of Ravencoin. The next coin is Cardano ADA. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard everybody talking about Cardano. Cardano has hit all-time highs within the past month, I think it was. I think it hit over $3. Right? So we saw it hit, was it the past month or was it past 3 months? It was relatively recent. Let's just put it that way. It was relatively recent. It was actually in September. So September, it went over $3 for the very first time. And then we had a price correction because it pumped relatively quickly. I made some good money when it pumped, but because it went back down, Cardano is a coin and a project that a lot of people are bullish on. I'm pretty bullish on Cardano as well, and I feel like there's a lot of gains to be made on Cardano, and to be honest, I feel it's undervalued for what it is. And with all that being said, I feel like as a valuation of this, and again, not financial advice, this is speculation, and I'm not the only one who says this too, Cardano, I feel, is undervalued, and we should see a $10 Cardano within the next year or so. Okay, now again, if you want to go into a project for that long, that's what I do. That's me. You guys do you, right? You guys do you. So Cardano, the only thing for me is I wish that we could mine Cardano, but you can stake Cardano to earn more Cardano, which I really like projects that I can stake my cryptos on, which is what I do with Ethereum. I stake Ethereum. And speaking of staking, this leads into our next one, Algorand. Algorand is a project, or a coin, that I really, really like. Specifically because I stake it. It's a coin that I've been staking for like a year now. And it had a nice pump. Sorry, like, again, stuffed up, so I'm kind of just like taking breaths here. I feel like I'm Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle for like a little bit. I just don't have an inhaler. But Cardano Algorand is a project that I've been holding for a good while. I've been staking it for a good while, and it had a very nice pump recently. It pumped up to $2.50. I think it was $2.55, and I pulled profits from there. You know, yeah, that's the thing, is like, you always gotta, not financial advice, you gotta pull profits. You don't make anything until you sell, right? I know a lot of you guys are like, hodl. You know what? That's fine. You guys do you. For me, I like taking some profits and reinvesting those profits. Okay, so Algorand pumped to $2.50. My portfolio tripled when that happened. You saw it right here from this point, and then it just actually it was way back here when I bought it. It was like 50 cents or something like that, or I think maybe even less. But anyways, it pumped all the way to $2.50. I pulled some good profits on that, and I reinvested in it. Okay, I reinvested in more Algorand so I could hold more Algorand than I had before, and I took some of those profits and invested it into other projects as well. So Algorand is a coin, again, I feel is still undervalued. I feel like an Algorand, I mean, again, we hit all-time highs. It's going to go back up to all-time highs. I'm hoping for like a $5 Algorand. I'll be happy. I will be happy. But, I mean, for the $5 Algorand to happen, that market cap needs to go up. So it's just one of those things, but it's a decent coin to hold. We've seen it pump. Right now it's at, you know, a relatively good buy-in price, which is why I still hold it, which is why I still invest in it, and I can't wait to see it pump again. Again, I'm not really going deep into these projects as to what they do. If you guys want videos like that, we can do videos like that. This is more of just like what I want to see from my own portfolio. You get it? So the last one that I want to talk about is Everrise. This one's kind of a high risk, high reward kind of situation, right? It's not a token or a coin that's on a whole bunch of exchanges. Currently, you have to use like Trust Wallet and MetaMask, and you swap over on Pancake Swap and all that stuff to be able to get Everrise. Like the max supply is ridiculous, but they are going to be switching to an Everrise 2.0, which is going to be changing Everrise completely and get to the point that it's no longer going to be doing a reflection kind of token where you hold it and you get more Everrise by holding the coin as tradings happen. Instead, it's going to go to staking. So it's going to be a proof of stake token, which again, I've mentioned I like proof of stake tokens personally, because proof of stake or just any sort of passive income I like. Currently, Everrise, I hold 1 billion tokens. I bought in when it was really cheap, when the coin first came into fruition or whatever, back in June, I think it was. No data. 3 months. It was back in June for whatever reason. Let me click all. Maybe it'll do it that way. No data. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, crypto.com. I see this game you're playing. But yeah, I bought in relatively early, all the way back in June, when it was kind of at its lowest. I mean, the token first released and all of that. But I've been holding this one since it released, and you know, even with the dips that it's had, I'm up in my investment, because the more that I held the token, the more I accumulated. So now I'm sitting at a little bit under 1 billion. I'm almost there at 1 billion. I'll get there. It's almost there. But this is one project that I really like. They do a lot with their Everown projects, which is something that's community driven, and I'll leave a link if you guys want to check out their website or whatever. Not sponsored or anything by them, but if you want to check it out, because if you don't know Everrise, because this is, like I said, high risk, high reward kind of situation. If this thing pumps, then I'll be happy, and if it doesn't, I didn't lose much. I invested like less than $20. I think it was like $16, something like that. My initial investment. So I'm okay with that. But like I said, I want to know what you guys are going to be holding, or what you guys are holding that you would like to see pump. Are you holding Urgo? Are you holding Ravencoin, Cardano, Algorand? Are you holding Dogecoin for whatever reason that I can't even understand? Are you holding Binance? Are you holding XRP, Solana? What are you holding? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let's have that fun conversation, because right now is the time. I want to know what you guys are holding, because maybe I might invest in those projects as well. Maybe the projects that I talked about, you guys might invest in. We're here to share information. We're here to grow. We're here to get financial freedom and passive income. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Everybody, happy mining. or in this case, happy investing. Peace out.